Hi, my name is A.I.R from Team 46A, and our product is the Abdominal Insufflation Rescuer, also known as the A.I.R. The number one cause of death in potentially survivable combat injuries is non-compressible abdominal bleeding. The A.I.R is a compact and mobile device that uses CO2 to inflate the abdomen and reduce intra-abdominal bleeding. Unlike an extremity, abdominal hemorrhage cannot be subdued by tourniquet or external pressure. This is why soldiers who sustain a penetrating abdominal trauma often die of blood loss before they can receive surgical treatment. The A.I.R is a handheld mobile device composed of a CO2 tank, a pressure regulator, an internal anchor, an external seal, and a communicating tube. To use the A.I.R, insert the device into the abdomen through the entrance wound, then gently pull back to confirm it's anchored. Seal the wound with a silicone pad and lock in place. Connect the CO2 cartridge and dispense gas into inflating the abdomen until the optimal pressure is reached. Recent studies using pig models have shown that introducing 20 to 30 millimeters of mercury of CO2 pressure into the abdomen is sufficient to control intra-abdominal hemorrhage with minimal complications. The device is composed of a sterile, disposable, and non-disposable part. The plastic disposable part can be mass-produced using an injection mold for $20 to $30. The disposable portion can be produced for $75. The entire device is made up of only 10 parts that can be easily constructed. Customers of the A.I.R will be divided into three main categories: United States military, focusing on the Army, Navy, and Marines; hospital emergency departments, with greater emphasis on higher acuity trauma centers; and emergency medical services, targeting paramedics and EMTs. In the U.S. military market, approximately 18,000 combat medics could be trained to carry and use the A.I.R. In the U.S. civilian market, there are approximately 6,000 registered hospitals and 50,000 ground ambulance vehicles. Potentially each hospital and every ambulance could carry an A.I.R device. Recently, the National Trauma Institute made an official statement to the U.S. Senate Subcommittee on Defense asking for government to increase medical research funding specifically for, and I quote, non-compressible hemorrhage, the leading cause of potentially survivable deaths in our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. Sadly, with the U.S. currently in multiple conflicts and with likely more to come, non-compressible hemorrhage will continue to be a main focus in decreasing military casualties. Currently, there are 5 new approaches to stopping intra-abdominal hemorrhage being developed and researched. Of those, CO2 is the only method that does not introduce potentially damaging and difficult to remove objects or substances into the abdominal cavity. It has also been safely used in laparoscopic procedures for decades. There are also no patents for a handheld CO2 abdominal insufflating device. The value of the A.I.R is that it will reduce the incidence of death from intra-abdominal hemorrhage in civilian and battlefield settings by prolonging the golden hour, or short period of time in which death occurs after these injuries. Thank you very much for your time, and remember our team number is 46A and our product is A.I.R, or Abdominal Insufflating Device. Thank you.